The Premier League is that league that will guarantee you entertainment. The league that will guarantee you excitement throughout the football season, fam. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my summary of match week 2. The various teams just played their second games of the Premier League season. And I'm basically going to give you what I think about the big 6 clubs. If you are watching this and you still don't know what the big 6 is, it is basically Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham. Fam, too many exciting stories to point out, but I'm just going to highlight what I think about each of these teams, the players, and how I think these guys are going to compete throughout the season. Starting with Arsenal, man. Arsenal played their second game against Leeds United at home at the Emirates Stadium, and Arteta and the boys made a huge statement. What a 5-0 or 5-0 win. That really made a statement. I feel like, bro, everybody knows, man, Arsenal is always been a second position team. These guys have always been the runners-up, and I genuinely believe this is going to change this season, man. I think they have a huge chance to lift that trophy this season. And my reason is because throughout this last season, they've been behind Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. I feel like they didn't really have that enough squad depth that could really see them through to lifting that trophy. Something they've actually furnished this season by going in for top signings. And one of a crucial signing, I think, is going to lead them to that trophy. I'm not really saying they're going to win, but I feel like they're going to really be competitive for the trophy, is the signing of Victor Gyökeres, one of the best strikers in the world, fam. And they didn't just end there, but they signed Noni Madueke from Chelsea, and they just brought in Eze from Crystal Palace, fam. Talk less of Zubimendi, which they had in that midfield position because of Thomas Partey leaving for Villarreal, fam. I feel like throughout these last seasons, these guys, despite not winning the trophies for so many years, I feel like they've grown to understand and complement each other pretty much very well as players, and they actually know what it means or what they actually need right now to lift that trophy. It was encouraging or really satisfying to see the management quickly point out the fact that they needed signings, and that is what they've done this season. And it's been eminent from their first game of the season against United, and now the second game of the season against Leeds, and they brutally annihilated Leeds by 5-0. And one thing I'm going to highlight from this game is their set pieces, man. We all know that in football right now, if you call out a team, if you are asking for a team who is tactically ahead of every other team when it comes to set pieces, when it comes to taking corners and creating chances from set pieces, it is Arsenal, fam. And just like last season, they've actually furnished that set piece tactic to perfection this season. If you watch this game, you are going to notice that they had 3 goals that came out from set pieces, man. Beautiful set pieces, perfectly done. Each player knows exactly what they need to do to get that goal in the back of the net. And Arteta and his set piece coaches are doing a pretty good job, man. I feel like this team is so much in that competition when it comes to lifting the trophy this season. And who knows, man, this might be the season Arsenal's trophy hunt comes to an end, fam. That's just all I think about Arsenal. I think they're doing great. And let's move to the Etihad. Talk about Pep and Manchester City, who have been surprised by Tottenham in their second game of the season. Bro, it's quite sad to see, man. I don't know. Everybody thought, Pep was actually impressive in his first game. But looking at what he just did in his second game against Tottenham, bro, he just made it clear to me, man, these guys are not ready to lift that trophy this season. I know guys can come out and say Pep has won it 4 times in a row, but the past is the past, fam. These guys are not fit to win this trophy this season. When I look at teams like Arsenal, when I look at teams like Liverpool, I don't really, rank City in that trophy lifting this season, man. I know they've done a good job in bringing Reijnders from Milan to replace that KDB. De Bruyne was a huge team player in that team, and his presence that is not going to be felt for a long time, I think is really going to affect them. And despite Rodri claims of him coming back, I think he played this game actually. He had some few minutes in the second half. But bro, that Ballon d'Or robbery is still going to haunt this brother for life, man. I don't think Rodri is ever going to be in that top form that he used to be because of that Ballon d'Or robbery that is going to haunt him for life. That was a trophy that they had to give to my boy Vinny, and because of that robbery, bro, I'm not even interested in talking about Rodri, but looking at Pep and the signings he's done, man, bringing in Cherki and the rest, I feel like these guys are going to take time to really click to work with each other, but it's not this season, man. I don't see City lifting this trophy this season. They still have a long way to go. And what a statement from Tottenham and their new manager, the guy coming in from Brentford. He completely outclassed Pep in this second game of the season, and this was not even in Tottenham, at Etihad, man. To get such an impressive win at the Etihad this time around is really showing that Tottenham are on a mission. Coming off the back of winning the Europa League, that is actually impressive, fam. And now let's talk about Liverpool, man. I mean, this team is actually on top. I have to clap for Arne Slot and what he's done in the team. Despite just this is just his second season in the team. His first, he lifted the Premier League. No one thought he was actually going to do this, but Arne Slot mastered the players in such a short period of time and was able to lift the trophy with these boys. And we thought it was going to end last season, and he's coming into the new season with that same energy, that same fire. We've seen the signing of Ekitike and the signing of Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, and these guys are absolutely cooking and creating magic. It's still tragic for me to think about Diogo Jota, who passed away. RIP to him. It's so sad. But as well as Luis Diaz leaving for Bayern Munich, you might think this team is going to crash, but they just keep finding those pieces to fit in the puzzle and for the team to play excellent football. And that was eminent in this game against Newcastle, away at Newcastle, a 3-2 win at Newcastle, a last-minute winning goal from Rio, fam. I can't remember. I think I saw something about this kid being 16 years old, and he keeps turning up for Liverpool. And that started from the preseason friendlies they were playing. This kid was absolutely playing like, man, he's been on the team for ages. But these are just the first Premier League games he's playing, and he's already scoring the last-minute winner for them. Man, the coach was so pleased. Every single player celebrated with the boy. And Newcastle brought in a match, man. They actually played really good football, but Liverpool just cling to be on top. And, bro, I think Arne Slot is still he might really lift that trophy this season for the second time in a row, man. If Arsenal cannot step up, which they are the only team that I feel like are going to compete with Liverpool. I don't really put City in that top category, but let's see how he plays, man. And then we move to Chelsea. Chelsea played their second game of the season against West Ham, and they absolutely made a statement as well by winning 5-1, man. And it's quite impressive because this was an away game. I don't know what West Ham got going on. Ever since the Kudus left the team and went to Tottenham, they've actually not been in that top form they used to be, despite a first goal of the game coming from Paqueta. What a strike that was from outside the box. But Chelsea bounced back from nowhere and banked in 5 goals to win the game, fam. I gotta speak about this kid, Joao Pedro, man. I do not know who masterminded the signing of this kid to Chelsea, man. Ever since he landed and ever since he started his games at the Club World Cup, man, he was absolutely cooking, man. Scoring in every single game, assisting, and in this game, he didn't disappoint as well. He was a crucial part in Chelsea lifting that Club World Cup, and his run of perfection keeps moving on into the Premier League season, and it was eminent from his goals in this game. Joao Pedro, man, what a signing. Cole Palmer absolutely cooking. And these guys, man, Enzo Maresca is actually doing a good job. I feel like they're still gonna be in that top competition for that top 4 spot this season. But I don't see Chelsea lifting the trophy, man. And now let's talk about the team that I'm actually disappointed in for so many years, and right now I'm still disappointed at Manchester United, man. I thought this was the season we were going to break that curse. I don't know whoever made that curse on us, whatever curse that is on this team, man. We have to break it this season. But looking at the way we've played our first games, I ain't even going to lie, man. I'm not really pleased, but at the same time, I'm quite happy with the improvement. Manchester United, despite losing their first game against Arsenal, man, come on, Arsenal is a bigger team. I mean, a better team in terms of football, gameplay, overall team understanding. The players have been together for some time right now. And Ruben Amorim coming in as a new manager, I mean, he's still trying to figure out how the team can play together. We can see that he's done amazing signings. I mean, one of the top signings in the Premier League, Brian Mbeumo, and as well as Matheus Cunha. And I mean, the signing of Dogu as well. I really love these signings, man. I have absolutely no problem with the signings United has made so far. But the question is, fam, are you guys able to reach that top 5 position or top 4 spot? Can United go back on top, fam? If you ask me, I'll tell you guys, I don't see them winning the Premier League, yeah, but I actually think at the end of this season, they are going to be in that top spot, man. They have a huge chance to be at that top spot. I like the way Ruben Amorim is flushing out every old system, every player he thinks is not ready to fight for this club, and he's actually building something to what this club used to be, man. That status that Sir Alex Ferguson used to have this club at. Let's see what he does. But this game, United played against Fulham. It was a 1-1 draw, and that was the second game of the season for United. The first was against Arsenal, and we know they lost. But I like the way they played. I mean, in this game, Fulham brought the heat, man. Fulham was absolutely cooking. If you watch this game, man, every person is going to point out this midfielder, Alex Iwobi, the Nigerian demon. This guy outclassed Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in that midfield position, and I think that's why Fulham was able to get back to tie the game at the end of the game, man. But I think United didn't win this game because of a single player, and that is Diogo Dalot, man. I don't know what Diogo Dalot was thinking. He lost possession at that part of the pitch. I don't think you should be doing what was he trying to do? I don't know if it was a backflip or he was trying to do a nutmeg. I don't even know what he was trying to do, man. And he lost possession at that critical position, and that is where Fulham came in to punish United and tie the game at 1-1. That would have been a very, very useful 3 points for Manchester United. But like I said, these guys have improved in so many things, man. When you look at a player like Matheus Cunha, every time he's on the ball, he is a big threat. He is a danger man, and he was so unfortunate not to score in this match. He had very decent chances hitting the post. I think was he the one that hit the post? But he had a one-on-one situation, and the goalkeeper saved the ball. But that was it for United, man. But now when I look at all these games and all this excitement surrounding the Big Six, bro, I think the Premier League is going to be more entertaining this season than last season, man. A lot of clubs have stacked up, and I'm just talking about the Big Six in this video. There are a lot of teams, the other teams like Fulham, the other teams that are competing in the top level as well. And I don't want to quickly talk about throw names right there. I really want to see what these guys do in their next games, so I can actually be like, all right, I have a few clues that I can bring together to actually give you guys the best prediction ever. And at the end of the season, we are going to see if I was right or wrong, fam. But from this match week 2, a lot happened, and I think let's just wait for match week 3, man. Let's wait for that third games, and then we can see who is actually deceiving us with a good performance, or who can actually stand the test of time to the ultimate glory and actually lift the trophy. Will Liverpool lift it again? Will Arsenal end their trophy drought? Or will Chelsea surprise everybody like they did in the Club World Cup and defeated PSG to lift the trophy, fam? There's a lot of excitement, and this is the only channel you're going to find that excitement. So if you did enjoy the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I know in this channel I give you, as a Madridista, man, you can see from my background, I'm a Madridista, and on this channel we give you everything Real Madrid and Barcelona and La Liga. But I'll be dumb and absolutely selfish if I do not give you that exciting Premier League action that is going on. And fam, we are going to be here to cover everything. And that's it for me today, man. See you guys in the next one. Peace.